This is just a little note to anybody that's buying a bike from any dealers, but this particular one I bought is from a Triumph main dealer. When you're paying good money for a bike, a used bike, and they say to you it'll be fully serviced, I've been biking 40 years, and a full service to me, or a standard service to me, is oil filter and air filter. You know, I don't expect the plugs to be done, I don't expect the brake fluid to be done, but that's just a standard thing, you know, for the bike to be running right. So I bought a mint condition, low mileage Triumph Street Triple, and I mean, I got no complaints with the bike from the dealership. It was as it says and blah, blah, blah. But that's not acceptable to leave an air filter in that in the bike if the bike's not been serviced. And 9 times out of 10, when you take them to other shops to get serviced, they don't fucking do it neither, because your tank's got to come off and blah, blah, blah. It is a 10-minute job. I mean, it really isn't difficult to drop the tank off, maybe half an hour job. But that has got to be one of the oldest, worstest filters I've ever seen in a long time. I don't let them get that bad at all. But I wanted to fit a K&N, and I didn't, and I assumed they wouldn't have done it. You know, anytime you buy a bike from a main dealer, or any dealer to be honest, they're going to change the oil for you so you can see new oil in the window, and so it looks like it's been serviced. And I knew my oil had been changed because it was dripping red from the sump because it hadn't been done up tight enough. So I had to tighten that up after I see a pool of oil on the floor in my garage. But anyway, anybody that's buying a bike from a dealer's and they say it'll come fully serviced, stipulate you want the air filter done. Because if you stipulate you want the air filter done and you get them to put that on your receipt or whatever and it ain't been done, well, you know, it's not good. But as a rule, if you stipulate you want it done and you want it put on the receipt that you've had an oil filter and air filter change, they're more inclined to do it. But from a main dealer, I think that's unacceptable not to change an air filter on a bike that they're selling. And it was sold at good money. Price wasn't knocked down. Asking price was paid. And to be honest with you, this filter, I don't think it's been changed in years. So there's no way the main dealer could have known whether this has been changed or not. It wouldn't surprise me, to be fair. It was an 8,000 mile bike. Although it's a 2012 bike, it's done about 600 mile a year. And in the last 4 years, the bike had done about 1,200 mile. So it's done nothing. This filter hasn't got that dirty in 1,200 mile. So this filter's been in the bike God knows how many years. Absolutely God knows how many years. Because I've taken filters out after 2,000 miles and they've still been pretty mint, you know. This thing's fucked. So for a main dealer, in my opinion, not to do a simple thing like an air filter change on a service before a bike leaves their shop, I think's wrong. I know most people won't give a shit, and most dealers won't give a shit, because you're never going to know, are you? Because you're never going to take it off. But I put a K&N on it today because I assumed, from experience, that the main dealer wouldn't have fucking done it. I did ask the main dealers when I bought the bike. I said, "Are you changing the air filter?" And they said they will do it in accordance with the servicing, which you know and I know means they're not going to fucking do it. Absolute bollocks. In accordance with the servicing. They've had a bike in, you fucking change the air filter, you know, or at least check it so you know it's okay. So thanks Triumph for doing a service on the bike.